Hey folks, this goes out to you entrepreneurs out there carving a better way for yourselves, your families, and your futures. Want to reach out to you all out there and keep you all encouraged and motivated and going forward in life. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click on the subscription tab below. Share it with somebody. Somebody else may need to hear this, and they may need to hear it from you, because sometimes hearing it from you actually impacts them more than just finding it on the internet or hearing it from me. Sometimes they need to hear it shared from you, because you're the one that has the connection with them. So today we're just kind of out and about, just grabbing a few things, making grocery runs and grabbing some materials for some of the business material I'll be developing for you guys out there. Kind of reflecting on life. It's a great vacation, a much needed vacation. That was fun, and just going over some things in my mind and feeling rejuvenated. Thinking about what's the next steps, what are some steps to do as far as in business and life and family too as well. I just want to kind of keep you guys encouraged along the way. Not going to go like super deep today. Actually working on some material pretty soon that will be coming out, dealing with perseverance and business and just some more detailed teaching, some great insight, some things that I've learned along the way as well. Share it with you guys too, so be on the lookout for that. Some of those links will be in the bottom of this video pretty soon. I'm kind of making this video before finished, but I just had some things on my mind. I just wanted to share with you guys and some encouragement to share with you all. So just kind of going off the cuff right now, but just want to really talk more about perseverance. I don't know, it seems like a lot of people are going through so much in life, and sometimes a lot of us just need a different perspective of how to look at what we are going through. And you would be amazed really at how, when you look at the challenges you're going through, it's not saying that the challenges will change overnight. It's not saying that what you are going through is going to stop tomorrow or today. Maybe they will stop tomorrow, after tomorrow, I don't know, but because they will eventually stop. But it's just, the thing is, being able to look at what you're going through while you're going through it through a different perspective, and being able to have a more peaceful approach, a more optimistic approach, a more positive approach, and a more victorious approach to what you're going through, and being able to pretty much see the light in the dark times. And I think that really helps out with understanding that the dark times are real. The dark times are times that all of us go through, that are not to be belittled and not to be looked at as, oh, it's nothing and just get over it or whatever. No, it's not about just getting over it. It's really about learning how to look at the dark times through a different perspective, and finding the light in the darkness, finding the opportunities in the midst of those challenges. And I think, well, I know that once you find those opportunities, you'd be amazed at how your life changes, how your perspective changes, how your mind changes, And then eventually how your circumstances change. I mean, it's a pretty interesting approach because sometimes, don't get me wrong now, some of this stuff is easier said than done. But once you start adopting this mindset, once you start taking it on, developing it, eventually you persevere through it all. And you come out of the other side even better. Now, don't get me wrong, you're still going to be more challenges. You know, even when you come out of one, sometimes you start going into one or whatever. But persevering through it just makes you an overall better person for yourself and for your family. And then also you have a better future. And I mean, a lot of times, a lot of this is just a matter of how we are looking at it. A lot of times, a lot of this is a matter of perspective, as they say. I mean, we've heard that so much in life about how important your perspective in life is. And there's so many teachings online, there's so many videos, there's so many quote-unquote gurus. And a lot of this stuff is true. But still, man, like you really have to find it for yourself. You really have to experience it in an experiential way and not in a intellectual way or a theoretical way or just only somebody telling you. You have to literally, wholeheartedly experience it. And then that in itself is what starts the developmental process to push you into persevering through anything that you go through. And when I say anything, I'm literally meaning anything. From tragedies, trauma, all type of stuff. Because all of us go through these things. A lot of these, everybody has a story out there. But you'd be amazed when you're persevering through it, what would happen to you and your family and your wife and your future and in your business. And since we do talk a lot about entrepreneurship and business and things of that nature, I definitely have to relate this to the things you go through in business. Starting businesses, expanding businesses, helping others with businesses, starting another business, just your business life in general, because that's what you use to be able to provide for yourself and your family and things of that nature. So in essence, you have to go through the ups and downs in business and be able to embrace them and persevere through them. Then you will find yourself actually coming out on the other side of them a better person, a better provider, a better business person, a more caring, a more compassionate, a more actually even a more effective businessman or woman. And then you will see just how the outcome of what you're going through, the outcome of your business life thrives and impacts others along the way, while you're actually enjoying a more fulfilled life, a life more full of value, of things you want to do and not things you have to always just do. Don't get me wrong now, this is not a golden pill that you'll never have to do anything you don't want to do. I'm not going to sell you that dream. Too many people are selling that dream that you can only, once you reach a certain level, or if you buy my product, you only have to do what you want to do and all of that stuff. No, I'm not going to even tell you that. You're still going to have to, in life, it's just in general, there are some things you're just going to have to do that you do not want to do. But imagine going from 100% or 90% of always having to do what you have to do and what others tell you to do, and dropping that down to, I don't know, let's just say 70, 60, or even 50% of not having to do what others tell you to do as far as trying to make a living, and doing 50% of what you want to do, or even 60 or 70% of what you want to do, and only doing 20 or 30% of what people tell you to do to have to make an income. That's a total difference between doing 80%, 90%, or 100% of what others tell you to do in order to make an income and work and things of that nature from a boss, taking orders and things of that nature. That's a total difference. And only doing 10% of what you want to do. And the reason I say this in this way, because you're still going to have to do some things that you do not want to do, or things you don't feel like doing, or things you don't feel like doing at a certain time. Because, if you start a business, you're still going to have to fill orders. You're still going to have to deal with customers. You're still going to have great customer service. You're still going to have to be available at some times to fill orders, to talk to people, to run your business. That's just how it works. Even if you buy a self-sufficient business, you still got to check on it sometimes. So I don't want to paint this picture that once you get into this business world and we teach you a bunch of stuff, that you're just never going to have to do anything that you don't want to do. This is not how life is set up. But imagine again being able to do 80% of what you want to do versus only doing 20% of what you want to do. And that's what we try to help people with in entrepreneurship, and being able to start businesses and being able to learn about business from the beginning stages even. Some people are just, been working your whole life. That's understandable. And maybe just don't know where to start, when to start, how to start, what to learn, what books to read, who to listen to, all of that stuff. There's so much stuff out there. But what specifically to listen to, what specifically to learn. Now we actually help out with that, because we have a video course that you can download now. It's called Entrepreneur Training Course. It's at entrepreneurtrainingcourse.com, and you can download a copy of that. And my gosh, that would help guide you probably 50% along the way. And it's a detailed teaching about entrepreneurship and the mindset that it takes to get into entrepreneurship, the knowledge, the insight, the intellect, and some of the wisdom to get into entrepreneurship and starting businesses and coming from the working lane or expanding business. You might already be into business. Maybe you just want some more insight. And that's something to grab a copy of that and get started. And we also contact me about entrepreneur coaching, and we can have some one-on-one discussions about entrepreneurship and guide you through the process. And just have some time together to be able to discuss these things, to help you with tons of questions you may have that no one has ever just took out the time to answer for you and discuss with you. You may just want to brainstorm. Contact me about that as well, and just brainstorm about some ideas to be able to get started in entrepreneurship and business. But just stay motivated, stay encouraged, contact me, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We have tons of motivating videos, inspiring business videos, entrepreneurship videos, and things of that nature. Start just taking it all in and start training your mind about entrepreneurship, taking your life back, taking your time back, and carving the life that you want in life. So take care, God bless. Make sure you contact me about entrepreneur coaching. Make sure you get a copy of entrepreneurtrainingcourse.com at entrepreneurtrainingcourse.com. Make sure you also subscribe to the YouTube channel. Share this with someone. Someone may need to hear it from you. Take care, God bless. We look forward to hearing from you. Go out there and you have a great day.